Are we live yet? Are we live yet?
We are live.
Are we alive yet?
The music's playing and the recording has started. Welcome everybody. It's time for another episode of Dungeons and Dreamforce. Winter 19 edition. This here's your DM. That's me. My name is Mark Ross. I am the Dungeon Master for this particular escapade. Joining me, as always, are a particular brand of miscreants. They are here to enhance your life, to bring joy. Must create joy. Above me, all the way to the top left, we have Samantha Safin playing Francisca Palos, the Changeling Bard. To her right, we have Ribi de la Paz playing as Epic, the Elven Sorcerer Rogue. Did I get that right? I can't remember. Yes, okay. Below her, our returning special guest, John Graff, playing as Dadatello, the half-elf monk, half-orc monk. That's very different.
Turtle.
He's half-elf, half-orc. Somehow it's both. He gets both stat bonuses. It's totally OP. To his left, we have Brian Kwong playing as Volterin Chin, the half-elf rogue. I got it. I'm remembering this. I'm going to remember this.
Arcane Trisker, who
Arcane
happens to like street magic.
Exactly. And below that is Squire Kirshner, who is playing as himself.
Yeah.
So,
what more fantasy character could there be than just me?
Aram Orbiter, the Dwarven Cleric, right? I got it?
Yeah.
Oh my... Oh, I was almost right, except for the half-orc, half-elf.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought he was playing Gold Rum.
Why would it be gold rum and not red rum?
Because AU is the symbol for gold on the periodic table.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Let's reach in.
He is Dwarven, but...
Hey, Mark, you got a little something in your ear
That's
there.
it.
Oh, look at that.
I thought you were going to do a Goldschlager reference.
We have to figure out a way to mute that channel.
Womp, womp. All right, so... first thing is we got to talk about donations because we've had some in the interim week. So we got to cover this real quick. We've got, let's see, we had I'm going back over the list right now. Looks like we had a Deploy Fish. We had a $20 donation to John.
All right.
I'm gonna list off what the bonuses. Well, actually, Ruby, they probably don't say what the bonuses are in your thing, do they? Ruby. Ribbit. I don't think she can hear me. Ruby. Nope, she's having audio trouble. Okay, well, we'll come back to the actual who the donors are because she has that information.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't say. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
All right, well, we'll come back to that. We had a quick win fish go to John. We had a draw from the deck of many metadata things go to each of us, including myself.
Nice.
Ooh, boy.
We have had, wow, okay, this I did not know. This is new information. 3 separate Magic Lightning component donations. Those are 3
Holy
separate
shite.
$200 donations that have come in.
Way to go, guys.
Wow.
We got
Let's do
one
it.
for Brian, one for Reeby, and one for me.
Oh, no. I don't think cacti can use magic items. I've looked it up.
I'd be surprised. And
I distinctly remember.
finally, we had just a general donations. We had general donations too that weren't put towards any one cause, any one specific player. $125 in general donations. So
Nice.
I'm my math days are behind me. Oh, and I got a reroll badge too. That's new. Reby, do we have a total? Do you have a total?
I'm working on that now.
Okay. So while Reby's doing the math, she is playing she's playing an earlier edition of Dungeons and Dragons where she has to do all the math. She's playing 3.5. So we're gonna get all that together. But thank you everybody for the donations. We're also gonna get names announced as well, so we have that because we do want to share that and celebrate those donations. If you are watching right now for the first time, you're not sure what it is that we're talking about. This is a charity event. We are playing for donations to go towards Pep Up Tech. They are a charity that provides training, technology, certification costs, and mentorship to underrepresented minorities and underprivileged people who would not ordinarily be able to afford or have the opportunity to get into all of those sorts of things in order to find a career in the tech industry. So it's an amazing charity, and we're very much happy to support them. You can donate at that link right there. It's also down below if you have access to all the Twitch panels and things like that. If you head to that link, then you can please donate. You can choose what player you want to donate to and what bonus they should get, depending on what you do. So I want to start, of course. Let's get all this knocked out of the way here. We have the bookkeeping to keep track of, but we got to deal out cards from our deck. So I'm going to do that real quick.
Yeah, definitely donate. Bard College is it's expensive. Got to write those user stories somehow, though.
And frankly, I'm going to be upping the difficulty, so they're going to need all the help they can get. Let's see. We had deck of made things for each of us. So I'm going to do it to self, and Brian, Francisca, Dadatello, and Orm, and Ruby. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to send these out right now. There you go. They're all in your stacks. Go ahead and look at them. If any of them are overwhelmingly negative, thank you, Black Echo. We appreciate if you can't donate, you can host or get the word out. Either way, that's really appreciated. Thank you. If any of them are overwhelmingly negative, let me know.
All right.
And here's the deal, people in the audience. If you donate a draw from the deck of metadata things, I gotta get this name right eventually. If you donate a draw and we do it right there, and they pull a card and it's negative, everything stops and the negative happens immediately.
Ooh.
So that's why I need to know if anybody got anything that's overwhelmingly negative.
Something like that.
Yes, like a critical failure. That's exactly. So go ahead and plop that down on the table so we can all take a look at this beautiful card.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh my. He's
I'm-
never gonna get that marshmallow toasted like that.
No, not the other one. Take the other one back.
Yeah, just the bad one.
Just the bad one.
I didn't put the other one out.
Bad one, isn't it?
There's two of them.
No. That's. I would say. Oh, geez. Okay, that one does kind of qualify.
Yeah. Believe me, I'll hide it and tell the DM I didn't use it, but I think that one's pretty
No.
bad.
So actually, you can play this on an enemy's turn. The over-engineered, you can play that on an enemy's turn.
You over-engineer somebody else's.
Target.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'll keep it then.
So yeah, I think.
I'll
Do
roll with that.
you have the ability? Oh, you don't have. Oh.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. So yeah.
You right click, you can take it back.
We have cloudy roasting marshmallows on a dumpster fire, so that's a critical failure. All right. So what these cards are going to be, they're basically going to have crazy effects in the game. You'll see exactly, but they all have cards they can play at any time. The critical failure is going to happen immediately, so let's table that for now, and we'll come back. I have to take a look at my card. Okay.
You know, I
no.
can't help but
My
feel that
card's
it's
fine.
always Dadatella that's screwing things up. Why do we let him come back year after year?
it's like I soak up all of the damage so that you guys can walk through.
Poison human shield. Got it.
All right, so when we left off, the party had been journeying forth from the city of Moscone. They were traveling on a quest been given to them by the Master of Coffee himself, who had handed it down from Lord Benioff. And so the party was out on their journey, and they prepared by making sure they were well shopped up, because this was going to be a long, arduous journey, difficult to actually traverse. And so they set out after, of course, shopping. And after that lovely little bottle episode, we actually the party encountered a group of monsters that seemed to be working almost in symbiosis, working together. A group of intelligent rock mimics, kind of fist-sized or slightly larger rock mimics that were at the bottom or leading on a downward slide towards blood-draining cacti. And they managed to dispatch the cacti and one of the rock hordes, one of the cobble swarms, and then also the others tried to run away. The cactus moves very slowly because it's a cactus. But they were able to...
As they do.
Yes, exactly. They were able to get away. So now at the end of the day, it is time to camp. So... I need... Let me go look at my camping rules. One person is going to have to roll an intelligence-based check. Who would like to do that?
I will volunteer for tribute.
All right, so what are you doing exactly to set up camp? Because you don't. This is the wilderness. You're out in the middle of a wild, flat, rocky land. What are you going to do to prepare for this?
Well, first off, I'm going to take a look at the lay of the land, and I'm going to see, is it rising or falling in a certain way? Because the last thing you want to do is pitch your tent someplace in a valley, because that's bad. Everyone gets wet. I mean, even Donatello would know you shouldn't do that on the offhand chance that it rains. So I'm going to make sure that we avoid any of the low spots. Wagon moved over in a nice place to help block any wind that might be coming over, or any potential inclement weather to help give us some protection. And then I'm going to clear out the rocks so we have a nice smooth place to pitch our tents and bedrolls. And from there, I'll proceed to make sure that we get our tents set up, and we build a little ring for a potential fire for cooking and preparation.
Okay. Is anybody going to help him?
I'll help.
Okay. What are you doing to help exactly? You don't have to do like exactly what he's doing, right? You can do something else.
I mean, I'll definitely scope out the perimeter, see if there's anything else we need to be aware of. Circle the wagons, if you will.
The wagon.
What?
We only have one.
Well, then I'll, take it in a circle.
We have one, and it has a northern accent. So it's a wagon.
Yeah. Also, check on anyone who needs healing or wants to hear a story about time in the desert. Got this great one about a courier.
All right. So you're pitching a tent. That sounds like... Well, I'll let you choose. Do you have either a bonus in sleight of hand or survival?
Is that towards me or Francesca?
You, Brian.
I have bonus in sleight of hand.
All right, so I'm going to let you apply your proficiency bonus from sleight of hand to a general intelligence check.
So you want me to roll a d20, but use my sleight of hand bonus instead of my intelligence bonus?
So this is confusing. I'm sorry. This is rules coming from alternate rule sets in Volo's guide, or Xanathar's. You can roll a normal intelligence check. So just do that.
Okay.
And then you guys are level 6.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the proficiency bonus is at level 6.
3.
And that's
Is it
not
3?
a savings throw, right?
No.
So that's a regular d20. All right, so here's my d20. Oh, I got a 3.
Oh, no.
I got a 3, and that's before my intelligence bonus of 4.
Okay. All right, so you have advantage though because you're getting help from Francisca. She is, so you're kind of scoping things out, Francisca. What are you doing directly to help him, like to interact and keep him from?
I'll definitely ask what it is. Like, what are you looking for?
So okay,
because I just imagine him doing something like this, like gazing into the desert.
He's got the tent by him. And he's just standing thinking while looking around. He's got the tent, but he's not pitching it. So go ahead.
Do you need help with that? Do you know how to use that?
I just bought this thing. I always, tricked my way into finding room and board. I know you're supposed to pitch the tent, but I'm not sure how far I should throw it.
Oh, yeah. Why don't I help you with it? Why don't I just help you get that set up?
All right.
Take that from him and
So I was going to have you roll with advantage. However, there's that critical failure card that I still have to make happen.
Wait, isn't that supposed to be his critical failure?
Nope.
Why do I suffer for his poor
It's
ability?
whatever is happening at the time the card is drawn.
I believe
we're
that was
in a canyon.
introduction.
In other words, like we are in a canyon.
If it makes you feel any better, it's his card loss. So here's what happens. You guys are like in the middle of getting the tent pitched, and all of a sudden there's overhead the sound of rolling thunder, and you can see clouds moving very quickly over where you're at, almost unnaturally so. The sky is lighting up with forks of white energy and lightning dancing across the sky, and you realize this is going to go pretty badly pretty quick as the wind starts whipping up.
Yep, right on time. I knew this would be coming.
I just shake my head and I grab all my stuff and I dive underneath the wagon.
Seems like work with Florence, if I had to guess.
Sounds like a spoon in the garbage disposal. Look, I'd like to see you do thunder, Amber. All right. All right. So
It's like a spoon in the garbage disposal.
So here's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, the night will probably not go well for all of you. You'll be sleeping with this thundering rain beating down on you. And dealing with the wind as well. You will all not do all that well. So let's see. We didn't have a natural one. I'm not going to treat it as a natural one. But
If it helps, my sleight of hand is +7.
For a failure, when you guys are recovering your HP overnight from your rest, you can only recover up to half your max instead of your entire max.
Okay.
Was anybody injured other than Datatello during that skirmish?
I was hit pretty bad, of course, but I used some of my wholeness of body points to bring myself back up almost all the way.
I mean, I have. Oh, okay. I mean, I have cure wounds at the ready. Should anybody need it, you'll have to deal with a grumpy dwarf who's not very impressed with your skill. But
Now,
I have healing word. I mean, I could also.
yeah.
I'll just scream at you, and that'll heal you.
Well, I've been tending to my wounds a little bit all day long. I've been, sour about the experience, but really happy to be eating my weird cactus watermelon type like creature.
Sure.
Okay.
right.
The bones aren't weird.
The bone? Oh no. They're a little bit spiky, So, yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, let's see. Did anybody spend any hit dice for the day?
I think Datatello is the only one who took any damage at all, right?
Yeah. Did you spend any?
Actually, I did.
Nice.
That's not distracting.
You said you did spend some?
Yeah. What is it? A D10, right?
Yeah. So you don't. If you spent it during the day, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I would have spent it during the day because I'm nearly healthy, and I would have used that at least one of those dice to get me up to. Yeah, I'm full points now.
Okay, so so just so you know, the way it's going to work is you will not automatically recover your hit dice.
Okay.
We'll have to roll for it at the beginning of the next day.
Okay. Does this track hit dice on D&D Beyond?
Yep.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to find it. It's probably right where I expected it to
When
be.
you hit your hit points, or your heal, I believe, right?
Okay.
Trying to
Wait.
remember. So.
Current max temp healing damage override.
Crap! I know it's there. I've done it.
We have to figure out
it's in short rest. You hit the short rest button. It'll show how many hit dice you use, and then when you want to recover them.
Oh, we've got another donation.
What?
I can see. I saw another one come in just now. Thank you to somebody, I don't know who, for the $200 donation again.
Wow.
Another magic lightning component, which is appropriate considering the
Wow.
lightning.
I'm shocked.
Going to
I'm enlightened.
going to Reby.
Oh.
All right, so
I don't know what that means, but thank you.
well, you're gonna get magic items essentially that are gonna,
Oh,
that are gonna
okay,
help
cool.
you.
Go for a
So-
magic lightning rod.
Yeah, we'll get that handed out within the
I
next.
don't know if I want to pull up lightning while we have lightning. So, it might cancel each other
I
out.
want some lightning on your lightning.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna ask for donations from Shutterstock, I think.
Look, Mark didn't prep me, so I had no.
I don't prep you at all. What are you talking about?
This game of D&D brought to you by Shutterstock.
Hey, if Shutterstock wants to donate, that's fine. All right. So thank you very much. Anything else new coming in, Reby?
I'm still waiting.
Okay.
I'm just checking.
All right. I'll keep an eye on things. And we'll have to remember, please remind me, guys, we got to give out those magic items. All right. So, all right. The night passes difficultly, but in the morning we're going to see how well you guys have dealt with it. So I need everybody to go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
So let's give me them one at a time, please. Please don't shout them all at once.
Datatello
is
has
what?
Oh,
6 for Datatello.
6 for data. Ooh, 6? Uh-oh.
That's with a +3.
Oh, gee. 7.
wow. So right now I'm the highest, and that's depressing.
19 for Orem.
All right, so hang on. So 6 for Datatello. You're going to only recover 1 hit dice.
Okay.
Okay. You'll be so exhausted from you literally will have taken like a point of exhaustion, but you'll have lost it in exchange for doing the losing the hit dice. Thank you, Amber. Amber was the one that did the $200.
Yay! Zoad! Woo!
Huzzah! All right. Let's see. Francisca had an 11. Francisca, you can recover 5 hit dice if you need to. Well, nobody else spent any, so did anybody get a 15 plus? Orem did. Orem, you can choose 1 stat to get advantage for all skill checks and saving throws for the day.
Nice. Definitely the blessing of the Firehawk or the Firebird has rained down on me, and my wisdom benefits from it. So advantage and wisdom.
Most excellent. Let's see. Everybody also be sure to knock off your food and drink if you had that tracked. Datatello, did you have any normal food, or did you just have dry rations?
I just have dry rations and cactus and turnips.
I'll count the cactus. Anybody who only eats dry rations, they recover 1 less hit die.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm throwing a lot of rules at you guys, but
Mark.
this might be a bit too complicated.
Mark, since I'm there and I'm really just kind of disappointed in how I used to prep this and a little demoralized from the storm, I'm gonna pull my hat off and go, you know what I really would love is a ham sandwich. And so I want to reach into my hat.
He's gonna reach to his hat.
And I'm gonna pull out. I got a 9.
got a
Okay,
9.
so I reach into my hat and I pull out an apple.
Oh.
That is not a ham sandwich.
It's not a ham sandwich, but it's edible.
All right. So going back to the donations, Kathy Clearman was the one who did the big donations for the deck of metadata things, and an additional 100 on top of that. So that's $250 donation from Kathy. Thank you very much. Also had a donation from Larry Moore as well.
Wow, thank you, Larry.
$25.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
And just so you know, that that kind of general pool, if we get things donated to that, I will continue to pull random and wild crap on you guys.
Huzzah.
Cool.
All right, so
Are we doing good for water? I mean, it did rain all night. I assume we could collect, but I can generate water at will if we need to. So.
I think we're doing all right. Does everybody still have water?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Did that happen just now, Reby?
This afternoon.
This afternoon? Where is?
Yeah,
I didn't see that in the
and
list.
it's one. Yeah, and there's let's see, DM,
Where is that?
and it's here. I'm looking at it in mine, but yeah, 200 each.
Oh, that's what that was. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Magic
Yeah,
Lightning
those
components came from Charlie Isaacs.
Isaac, woohoo, Charlie.
Way to go, Charlie.
Woo.
Nice.
Yeah,
Way to go,
nice.
Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie. We
Yeah.
love Charlie.
Man, we're making a killing with this, huh?
We're not even good at this.
I can say this: there will be text to donate available in the next episode. I've actually completed testing, so it's going to be easier, and we can see the pretty page
Nice.
for who donated. So
Nice.
yeah,
Oh, nice. I love it.
good
I love
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool beans. All right, so now who is going to be our wayfinder? Who's going to be the one who's determining which direction you guys are going
Well,
for the day? That's a survival check.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there out front and lead the way.
Every storm runs out of rain, just
Yeah.
like every dark night turns into day.
That's beautiful.
Every rose
not
has its
quoting
thorn.
song lyrics. The darn
She's a
bards.
bard.
Every night has its
Bard, I
dawn.
gotta
She's a bard.
getting people ready to go.
Oh, and John did the deployment fish. Thank you, John.
Yeah, I did that one because some lady gave me $20 to move her jazzercise equipment. And I thought, I don't need this. I got an idea. And I used it appropriately.
Jazzercise
So
equipment?
if Donatello is going to be our wayfinder, I want to go up there and help him out, since I got that natural 20 last time with my wonderful history, and we have the maps, and I just want to confer with him on where we are and where we're going, and leave his survivor skills to figure out the actual immediate detail.
You
Also
hold the
happy to
map.
do that.
You hold the map up the right way one time, and all of a sudden it's all natural 20, natural 20.
I have like an 18. I mean, I'll also help. I have a pretty good sense of survival too.
Because we really, really trust Donatello and his survival instincts to be able to try.
That's
the right
it.
way.
That's your roll. That 9. Is that your survival check?
Oh, no, I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're doing it. Okay.
No, the 9 was mine from the last roll set.
Yep. So survival. Sorry, I was getting distracted and oh crap, John.
You do have No, you don't have a reroll badge.
I don't have a
You don't have
reroll badge.
You do have the quick win. We do also have somebody was going to provide help.
Wait, I might have something. Wait.
Is there anything Epic can do or Aurum to help guide their path?
I mean, I have a survival check, but I mean, I'm watching.
Oh God!
Mhm.
I'm watching what I'm considering to be a bunch of children try to figure out how to work their way through the desert, and the grump is on. I slept in a
Yeah,
puddle.
look, I'm rolling mine. This is
So whatever Donatello is doing, I go up there.
Okay, 16. Can we get a 16 here?
Okay, so guys. The way it works, one person makes the check and somebody else helps. Technically, that gives the one person advantage.
I did officially roll first on this and take the
That's
lead,
true.
and I am heading towards the first cactus that I see out there before
right,
somebody decides
Okay,
to
but you can-
need some help.
Orem would like to like I see Donatello go back to the well. I put my hand on his shoulder and give him like the glower, like
Okay. Okay. So this is going to give me advantage then. Is that right, DM?
Yes. So roll again. Roll again.
All right.
That negates the 16, but it
There
also
we
negates
go.
the natural 1. So it's a wash.
Yes. So 16 is what I ended up rolling with advantage on that.
All right. Okay. So that's actually good. That is, you're gonna make really good time. So you guys are actually a day ahead of
excellent.
schedule on your travel.
woohoo. Hi there, Orc.
All right.
How did you survive this long in the world making decisions such as these?
You know, I found that
Never
over the
mind, I
years.
don't really care.
I do, as we're walking, though, I'd like to hold out the medallion that I had for a long time. It's been confusing me on what to do with it, but I feel this innate pull towards it. It's an upside-down pyramid. DM, can you give me some more details about this? I feel like it might have been a year since I've really inspected it.
Oh, you've been inspecting it for the past year. You've been
Yes.
completely it's been a curiosity you've been unable to solve. It's like a puzzle that just does not want to.
It's not very difficult for Donatello. I mean, him and puzzles.
Well, I mean, there's that.
You can give him a rock and he won't wonder what it is.
It is a pendant. It's about this big. It's fairly large size. It's basically an upside-down pyramid with a strange eye-looking emblem on each side.
Okay.
And yeah, you haven't not been able to figure out what it is, and it does kind of draw you to itself in a way that it is primarily some kind of strong curiosity that you almost can't resist, but you just have not been able to figure it out.
So Donatello, do you have this pyramid thing out right now and you're looking at it?
It's a puzzle
I'm
wrapped in
fiddling
an
with
enigma.
it as we're walking.
Yeah, so I look over
Yeah.
your shoulder and I see the nice pretty thing, and I go over and I start poking the eye on the pyramid and go, "What's this, Donatello? Is it worth anything? Is it pricey?"
Back up. It's been driving me insane. It's like a puzzle I can't solve, and I need to figure it out. I was actually thinking about asking our resident cleric on this if he'd actually seen anything like this before, seen a puzzle come. It's got an ethereal feel to it, so I didn't know if it fell underneath one of his deity umbrellas. And I try to hold it up to Aram to see what he thinks about it.
Kind of reminds me of a piece of Triforce.
You know, each one of us fulfills a piece of a larger puzzle. I heard that once. Great Adventurer said it.
So you show it to Aram.
All right.
Yeah, I showed it to Aram.
So Aram, what? I'm gonna actually let you determine what skill would you like to apply to this. What would Aram do? What well would he go to?
Unfortunately, my my sect of the priesthood is focused mostly on the blacksmithery, not so much the like religion or history. However, I would offer to pray to the Firebird and see if she could help me identify it, because I have that spell.
So, Donatello, to let you know, if you don't recall, many people have attempted to use that spell on this and have failed. It simply does not register. Woo! Thank you for the update. $1,140.
What?
I actually have seen a lot of people fail at understanding it. Usually I have a internal monologue of how long it takes before somebody just gives up The longest we've gone is 7.5 minutes. So,
Well, if you, I tell you what, then, if he's, I believe him that the Firebird might not know either. So, why don't I just kind of scan it, see if I've picked up on anything? I'll do a.
And don't forget, you have cards. If the cards.
Yeah,
help.
good point. Do I have a card that could help me?
I don't know.
Okay.
my card will not help at all.
No, mine are, I don't believe mine are going to help either.
Or
so
anybody else, if their cards might help with this. That's a thing as well.
I got nothing.
I tell you what. Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that thinks that maybe that I'd have some insight, but I can't think of why I'd be insightful about this without some sort of context. So, I think Orem would just say, I can spend a minute and see if the Firebird can give me some sort of sign. But if you're confident that no one has been able to solve this puzzle, then I'll save my spells for next time you step into a hornet's nest.
Hopefully not literally a hornet's nest.
Well, you never know.
Not with them.
Why don't you go ahead and make a religion check then?
Okay, I can do that. Let's see here. Lucky yellow. Wow, that is a 21 with my bonus.
Right.
Not bad.
All right. So you close. You reach out. You hold this thing. You close your eyes. You kind of center yourself around it, and you're focusing your spirit on understanding, realizing that your goddess may not have knowledge, but may be able to provide that kind of insight. And so you draw deep within yourself and touch it. And after a minute of holding this pendant, and it starts to become awkward, because it's literally 60 seconds and everybody's just standing around waiting to see what happens.
Can I be mumbling in weird gibberish, even like not spells, just
Sure.
kind of grumbling to myself? Okay, cool.
Yeah, grumpy tongues. Speaking in grumpy tongues.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
So
No.
you you suddenly like open your eyes. You're like, oh, and you backhand the pendant.
Like knock it out of Donatello's hands, or
Well, it's hanging from a string, like a chain around his neck.
all right.
So he backhands it, and it actually literally falls apart. All of the bricks of the pyramid apparently were like a series of interlocking puzzle pieces, and they all just scatter.
Oh, shnikes.
And Donatello,
Yeah.
Overturned the table.
I'm gonna send you something.
Oh, no.
It's never good, is it?
The art of simplicity is a puzzle of complexity.
Darn.
Wow, that's like D&D buzzwords.
I know, isn't that great?
All right, here's a link for you, Donatello. Passing it in the Zoom chat. Donatello takes a back seat,
No.
and another personality asserts itself.
Oh boy.
But he's been working on this personality for 3 years.
Let me know when you get that link. While he's doing that, another donation we had that we didn't mention earlier, another one of the quick win deployment fish came from Jen Kant. Thank you very much. $20
All right.
donation.
Oh, thank you very
Jen.
much.
Thank you.
Well,
Is it working?
how about that?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. This personality is an ancient king.
Okay. Okay.
This was the magic item you were granted last year. This is what I determined to be, and nothing ever hit it. Ever.
Literally.
What are you doing? Get out of here. You gotta be kidding me. Sorry.
You know, I thought she was role playing
I'm like,
the
what is
ancient king. Get out of here, ancient king! What are you doing?
Get out of here.
Be gone!
I'm like, that's not a bard song that I'm familiar with, but
Oh
It
man.
was actually
Famous
this would be
one,
known as
actually.
an ancient pharaoh, is what this would have been known as.
I'm an ancient pharaoh. How about
Yes.
that? Holy shnikes. My 6 is upside down, Mark.
Yes, it is.
I was going to say, holy shnikes does not sound like something that
All
would
right,
have been
so
said by a pharaoh.
can you now switch character
Okay.
and suddenly address the group with your new personality?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
Datatello is still there. Datatello can still communicate with this other personality in your own mental space.
So,
Right, but
are we able to communicate with Donatello or just this other
I
entity?
mean, he can hear you guys, but you can't hear him.
Okay.
he's just an inner monologue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because-
I get to be an inner monologue.
But the ancient king can hear Donatello.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so
You picked
When-
up on it.
when
Nice.
you
let's hear your best feral, John.
when you hit the medallion and it fell into pieces, there was like a phantasmal force that kind of just blew me backwards, blew Donatello backwards, and as he flips and tumbles over in the background, and he keeps rolling and rolling, maybe even down a hill a little bit, he stops, classic superhero 3-limb pose, and then stands up. Oh, first time on the voice.
With no prep whatsoever. You had no idea this was going to happen.
Choose wisely.
Congratulations, team! It's time that I was to take over, and we're going to make this journey worth something completely worth it. I am Ahem, the Pharaoh.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Were you clearing your throat? Or is it-
You're the pharaoh?
He's Pharaoh.
Don't you understand what I'm saying? I'm Ahem. Ahem. I'm Ahem. I'm
Would
Ahem.
you like a
I'll
drink of
offer
water?
Steve if you need it.
I've been watching through this medallion, all of your adventures as this happened. I see what you're doing. You're fighting for good, and we will. I am your new leader and Pharaoh. You shall follow me, and we will destroy evil. Let's go! And I just keep on marching.
Donatello, you can take back over at any time.
Okay.
Donatello has gone into the wilderness. He's gone feral on us.
And it-
Other worse than a pharaoh turtle? No. Pharaoh.
Half orc that thinks he's a turtle.
so, I can take over anytime. Is that how it goes? I can switch in and out.
No.
Yeah.
This is a once per day thing, and it lasts for
Okay.
10 minutes.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. So, Donatello then takes over, and he's like, "Guys, this guy is this a him guy. That's kind of weird. But I could tell that he was way more powerful than me. He seems to have a cocky attitude about things. He's not as humble as I am. And I saw some of his inner thoughts. He thought about keeping a lot of the gold that he ever kept, and that's never made any sense to me. But wow, there's a lot of power going on here. I'm gonna start jogging in place because I feel very energetic right now. Woo!
Well, now you're back at level 6, so yeah.
Yeah, not nearly as strong, but that's okay.
All right, so as you continue journeying onward, you will have a relatively uneventful trip for the rest of the day. Reby, you have gone completely... Whoa!
That was fun.
Sorry. Playing with stuff.
Got to practice that chroma key.
Yeah, exactly.
Near the end of the day, you will come across something that is actually kind of similar to what you have on the screen. There will be a large canyon that suddenly is bars your path. You know that this is the correct way to go. However, this canyon is going to be presenting a bit of a problem. It's actually, well, no, it's probably about the width, maybe a little bit longer, or wider, I should say. You're well equipped, Brian. This is a little bit crazy.
It's even at sunset.
Yeah, I know.
Or is it sunrise?
So,
To the west, right?
Sunset.
what are you going to do with this canyon?
How wide and deep are we talking?
Yeah, are we trying to? Is it something that we're trying to get across, or is it?
Well, your destination is on the other side.
It's on the other side.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to get across it somehow.
How deep is it?
It's
Grand Canyon deep?
getting there. Getting there.
Wow. Okay.
It's
I
we're talking.
I take a rock
couple
and I
hundred
throw
feet.
it off the edge, and I listen to see how long it takes to hit the ground. Okay, we're not climbing that.
Fair point.
I want to look all the way around. Do I see anything where the canyon narrows, or maybe there's a potential bridge, natural or otherwise?
That
Canyon
is.
Narrow?
Sorry.
Canyonero?
Canyonero.
2 lanes wide.
All right. So at this point right here, it is about 80 feet across. So it's pretty wide, but if you're looking further down, you're going to have to pick a direction. From this,
I look
well,
left and then look
okay.
right.
All right, give me a perception check.
A perception check. Okay. Perception.
If anybody else has anything to help him,
I didn't pack a bridge, so
any
I'm not sure how I can help.
skills?
14.
14.
How did you get in here?
Any skills or spells?
You invited me, Sam.
I'm so confused. My cats are destroying everything behind me, but underneath where anyone can see. So I just look like
you're
a...
talking
You
to
look crazy. You look like you've lost your mind. Talking to people.
You're supposed to be playing a bard, not Donatello. I mean, come on.
I hand Voltron a turnip out of Cloudy's bag and tell him these things are good for your eyes. It'll help you scope something out.
Do you actually try to take a bite out of the turnip?
Yes, I do.
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please. Have you ever
Don't point
tried?
out that we all bought maps.
Let's see. Saving throw is a D20 still, right?
Yeah. Have you ever tried to
17.
bite into a raw turnip?
We've been out in the sun out there. I'm assuming it's slightly baked. Kind of like Donatello.
Oh, he is green with envy. All right. Well, 17. So you.
Yeah. Oh, I can see my eyes getting better already.
Yeah, right.
All right. So you don't hurt your teeth. That's good. However, it
Can I
has.
consult my map? Like, is there a bridge on this map anywhere? I feel like we all got maps.
Oh, we could have looked at the map.
Like, literally everyone bought a map, and we're just like, which way do we go?
I like that. I'm supposedly the most intelligent person in this group, and I didn't think about looking at the map.
That's what we call high intelligence, low wisdom.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out and hold it up awkwardly so that anyone else can see.
Hey, why don't we look at the map?
All right. Roll again, Brian, with advantage this time. Or roll again. This is your advantage. You
A
roll
perception?
again. Yeah, perception. Yeah.
Okay.
Gives you a natural one. Okay, never mind.
Oh, God.
Last chance. Anything anybody has on the cards to help out, or use a deployment fish, or reroll?
See, so this is why people need to be giving me rerolls and quick wins, because I don't think I've rolled this badly in a long time.
Can I give a reroll to him?
Yes.
Please take my reroll.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Now the question is, Roll20 has not been nice to me. Do I roll here, or do I roll with my own dice?
No, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be like, oh, D20. I mean, you do it feels
Wait.
for you.
Sam, this was your reroll, so you can choose the purple die or Roll20.
That's a 12-sider.
That's okay. So I'm gonna pick roll 20.
Die.
You can't get a good roll.
Like it's much
The purple die.
Like I can never get higher than 12.
If those are my options, I select roll 20. Oh my gosh.
21.
Make a saving throw.
21. Nice. All right.
Samantha, choose wisely. Just for fun, I'm gonna roll now and find out what would have happened. Yeah, he chose wisely.
Okay, so you look left, you look right, and
No car is coming.
you think you can see, it looks like it's going to be thinner in that direction. It's not as wide in that direction.
In which direction?
To
Left
the right,
or right?
To the right. It's off in the distance, but you can reach it before nightfall.
Okay.
So you start.
Hey guys, it's thinner that way. Let's go that way.
Francisca, do we know
Unless the camera's reversed, then it's that way.
What was that?
Do we know you're a shapeshifter?
No, I don't publicize that. I look human.
All right. I mean, there's you've not let on or let us know any of that.
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Not that I don't like you guys, just it doesn't come up naturally in
Secrets.
conversation.
Yeah, we understand you don't trust us.
Haven't heard it yet.
I mean, like the day I turn into an orc in front of everyone, that might be a giveaway, but for now, just normal Francisca.
All right.
All right, so yes, you head off in that direction, and you can see, sure enough, there is a place where it halves in width, and it is much easier to traverse. And in fact, there does appear to be a place where somebody has done a little bit of work for you. There is actually a felled tree. Well, no, not just one. I mean, we're talking 40 feet. That's not big enough. Somebody has actually strung together a series of trees, of logs. It's not very wide, right? We're only talking, maybe this much across. But it does go all the way across the gorge. So, you believe you could use this to get across, but it will be a bit of a balancing act.
I suggest we keep going and see if we can find a better option.
Does it look like it's widening further down?
Kinda does, yeah.
Yeah, this is the narrowest point. What's the distance we said? You halved it, so we're down to 40 feet?
40 feet.
40 feet. And where do you find your jump distance? What is that?
Oh, dear. Well, you are a monk,
Yes.
so you have Step of the Wind, so you might be able to get something with that.
Yes.
You can cover feet up to your strength score if you have a 10-foot immediately prior to your jump. That's how many feet you can jump on a long jump.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
You can jump as far as your strength score in feet if you have a 10-foot run.
I don't think I want to be running across that tree.
Okay.
And
so
the reason
my score is 16, which means I can jump 32. You said you can double your strength score, right?
we can only jump as far, like our long jump is equal to our strength. I don't know what you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would have to double mine to be 32, which is still not far enough.
Does anyone have rope besides me?
Yes.
Yeah, I got rope.
So I got 50 feet of hemping rope, and I'm going to recommend that we tie each other to the rope. So if one of us falls,
We all go down.
Yeah.
no, because we'll have greater mass on the tree. We should be able to stop ourselves.
So just to make sure, I mean, I've got 2 rogues, a monk, and a bard. The dwarf is about as agile as a bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Is anyone really strong that maybe
What
we could roll a dwarf?
What stat did you pick, Aram, for your bonus stat? For your
wisdom.
wisdom? Okay.
Might. But like the 4 of you are looking at each other as lithe, skillful, dancers or acrobats, and then all 4 of you turn and look at Orem, and you're like, oh boy.
Yeah, literally my first thought was like, he will break the tree.
Yeah.
Like he's going to step on it and it's just going to fall.
Is
I'm
anyone
One of us needs to take a rope across and then toss it to you.
Yeah. That's actually kind of what I was thinking is I could probably get across pretty lively, and tie off a rope on.
Now,
I look across the way. Is there anything to tie the rope on?
No.
What's the drop
No,
even here at this narrow space?
Oh, it's the same.
Why don't we do this?
What are we
Why
thinking?
don't we tie the rope onto Aram, give the other end to Dadatello, and he can use his acrobatics to get across. Between the two of them, they could hold it as kind of a place for us to, like, use as a handrail as the rest of us cross.
Yep.
And then Aram can cross last. Meanwhile, the rest of us will hold on to Dadatello. So if he does fall, the rest of us will be able to pull him up.
So I'm gonna be.
My strength is
Rockets
10.
on this
I
trip.
just want to make that really clear right now. Like, if you're looking for me to hold anyone up from a cliff face,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we're doing this collectively.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
Warm will be
Dadatello's the
last
angel.
trip.
Hey,
Yeah.
and if anybody can fly or do flying type like magic, now would be a good time to throw that out.
I mean, could I change myself into something with wings? Is that? I don't know if there's anything that's a medium size that I could really realistically do that in that I've seen. I would have had to see it at some point in my life, which seems
Well,
maybe
and wait, you're
super.
Yeah.
Bard, so through what? Polymorph?
Yeah.
You have that already?
No, she's a changeling, right?
I'm a changeling.
Duh.
So you
I
can
thought
turn
they
yourself
could do
into a
humanoids.
cobra. You know, a bird person. They can fly 50 feet.
Oh, Arakokra. Which
Yeah.
they do exist in the city.
Yeah.
So I would.
Okay.
Parker Paris was an Arakokra. He's a
Exactly.
champion of the realm.
So
Read
maybe we get him. Maybe we
That's
get
true.
him partway across, and then I can't trip him. It just like gust him.
You get gust.
Dust him over.
So it's supposed to be a light gust, right? Like,
Yeah. Just
Pushing a
enough
bunch-
to help me fall off the cliff. That's great.
Is there such thing as like potions of flying?
Sure. Why not?
I like to try reach into my hat and try to pull out a potion of flying for the party.
Oh dear God.
Because flying is a 3rd level spell, so
Well, yeah, but I got a 7.
That's a banana. You pull out a banana.
I'm sorry, I only brought apples.
Oh.
If you want me to pull a banana, I have to go across the room to the kitchen.
Okay, fine.
You got fruit just coming out your ears over there, man.
All right. So wait, now, Ruby, you said something about gusting. What spells do you have?
I have. It just says gust, and the range is 30 feet.
'Cause I have.
You should have a lot of spells, though.
Yeah, you should have a lot more spells than that, I imagine.
no, she doesn't. She's only 3rd level.
No.
I don't have. I have
Yeah.
1st and 2nd levels.
Yeah, gust,
Yeah.
prestidigitation, chill touch, earth tremor,
Yeah.
disguise self, darkness.
Yep.
3rd
Okay.
level.
I just figured, hey, we get you across there, and then we just give you a bump and gust you.
Yeah, I mean-
she's 3rd level because she's multiple.
But I'm assuming this wagon's not going to come across either, so we could
Yeah.
tie
I
that,
know.
that rope off to
How-
the other side.
Yeah.
How's the wagon getting there?
Guys, I'm just warning you that I am probably gonna cause the most damage. So I like the plan of I can anchor the 4 of you across safely, and then I'll put my faith in the Firebird that I make it across. But I have a good feeling you're gonna have to pull me up the side of the cliff.
Dadatello, what's Dadatello's strength?
My strength is +3,
Monks are
No,
not
no.
known
What's
for
your
that.
base strength?
16.
16. Epic,
Mhm.
what's your strength? Rebe,
15.
15. So we have a 16 and 15, and then we have Francisco and Voltaire's measly 10. So obviously it would be Dadatello, Epic, bracing each other both with the rope, and then Francesco will grab one, and I will grab the other, and we will jointly be acting as
I
as
just
additional
deleted
anchors.
Francisco.
What?
What?
Can you
What?
undelete
How did
I
you
don't know if I
delete?
can.
What'd you delete?
What?
the character?
I definitely deleted Francisco. You gotta be kidding me.
Who deleted
Why
your
did you
character?
do that?
Because I was looking at, oh my gosh, I swear, I started a new one just totally randomly so that I could see if it would be realistic for me to like lift him as
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Went to delete that one and deleted Francisca.
That's
Francisca not found.
Yep, go on.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you'll go remake that then, shall you?
Is
Is
this
in the meantime, what I was gonna say is I can also change into something with more strength.
I think the four of you would be able to pull me up. I'm not that big. I'm just clumsy.
Yeah.
You don't see a reactivate
In plate
link?
armor.
There's no way to undelete.
There's not.
No, there doesn't appear to be.
Oh, so
Is
you
this
deleted,
a,
you didn't react. You didn't deactivate.
This seems like a planned lesson for all those admins out there about features of delete and what it really means and why your users shouldn't have that right.
Did you run a report and extract a backup log first?
Yeah.
Back up first. Everyone,
Does anybody
always
have a
make sure you
recycle
back
bin
up your
card?
data. And I did. I have an actual physical character sheet. I just have it's upstairs. So back up your data, everyone.
Yep.
Super
Ladies and
important.
gentlemen, there is
You
no
wanna go-
recycle bin in Lightning. You have to go to Classic, which
Go to
means
Classic.
going upstairs.
So, yeah, go ahead and go to
We go-
Classic upstairs and go get your paper plastic sheet white. The rest of
Out
us
of the recycle bin.
will be tying Aram with the rope, and Donatello will start crossing the tree.
Good times. I got this. I'm just
Okay.
You
yeah,
sure?
hang out.
You don't
What's
want to
happening?
go get your paper sheet.
Tell me what's happening.
Okay, so I'm going to take my 50-foot rope. I'm going to tie it off to the wagon where it's lined up nice and perfect and pretty. And I'm going to tie it onto myself. And Donatello looks across the way. You say these trees, they're not completely across, but they're mostly across. Is that right?
No,
How could they
it's all
not
the way
be
across.
completely across?
Okay, it's
Yeah.
completely way across. Okay, so I'm going to start working my way across. I'm going to get about a third of the way and then work on step of the wind, leap to the other side to reduce the amount of mass on this delicate bridge.
And what's happening with rope?
Uh,
Anything?
as I'm-
kind of anchored, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
anchored on the wagon. He tied it off on the wagon.
Okay.
Yep.
And I mean, Orem's the last one there. He'll help hold on to it, make sure between the wagon and him, hopefully there's enough weight.
Yep. Yep. And it's 50 feet, and I'm crossing 40 feet, so that should give me ample enough space to get just over there on the other side.
All right. Don't think you have to make a check for that. We'll do this. Let's go ahead and roll a acrobatics check for the balancing.
Okay. Plus a good number here. Gives me a 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. Plus 6, guys.
Yeah. Mr. Monk is not doing well. He's starting to wobble and he's losing his balance, and you're gonna fall. So you're gonna have to do something, or somebody's gonna have to help him.
Can I use a card?
You can use a card.
Can I use a card?
Over in engineers.
Well, that would be.
They're all wearing
So
stuff.
that's over engineered, but it's about the text of the card says specifically, the opposite of what the target wanted to happen happens. He wanted to get across, so that would make him fall.
Oh, I guess I was thinking in response to the fall. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
You just want to play that card so bad, man.
I honestly just want to play a card.
Anybody else have anything?
Hey, can I ask the dungeon master a question?
What? Yes, you may.
What time? It's in the nighttime, right?
It is. The sun is setting. It's dusk.
Okay, because I have shadow glass. So shadow glass is something I have in my equipment, and it's basically spelled with darkness, so you can travel to one point to another.
Oh,
So
is that
that's
the
what
item
shadow
you picked
glass-
up?
Yeah, I'd basically put it in my equipment. It was one of my things that I thought with my character. So
I've never looked at this.
I forgot about it. I don't know. I just
don't-
like it was something I made up, but I felt like, hey, I read it in the book.
Oh,
I said shadow glass. It sounds cool.
all right. All right.
It's
Okay.
the darkness.
Okay. Let's
Elves
do.
travel in the dark.
Let's do
So,
this. Do you what? What is it supposed to do?
You can just go from one point. So you're going into another realm, like briefly, but you have to like. It's sort of like a doorway, a portal, but it's temporary because she only has a small bit of it. She doesn't have a lot, so she can't be in there too much.
Okay, so that. See, here's my concern. Like I like the idea. My concern is you're pretty far away from him, so you would have to throw the glass, and he might get sucked into that.
Yeah, but then he's gonna get trapped because I've got to be the guide.
Yeah, and then the glass will continue to fall downward.
Yeah.
Right? Like into the bottom of the so like I like the
Do we
idea.
have
Could go wrong.
Do we have any more ropes?
Try to miss, and I'll play my card, and it'll work perfectly.
Wait. Squire, play your card against gravity's action.
No, that's not a thing that happens.
That's a pretty good card. So Donatello is what, plummeting into the precipice?
Yeah, but I'm tied off.
Yeah, we just got to pull you back up.
Yeah, and I've got slow fall, so I'll be able to go down to the
true.
50 feet down that I can.
Okay. So as soon as he loses his balance or missteps or whatever, we start pulling him back.
Because he's slow fall, you can
we just hand over hand bring him back. I mean, slow fall like feather fall.
Quick, while I'm jet leeing.
I think it's supposed to be kind of a wuxia equivalent of a feather fall, which isn't necessarily like all that slowed. It's just you land well.
Got it.
You kind of
so
land.
So like he would smash against the side of the wall when the rope comes taut.
Right, exactly. So he falls, it's and then he just goes, and he slides at an angle, and instead of like hitting the side of the,
Don't worry about this, guys. I got it.
he'll actually
so let's pull him up and suggest that you're not good at this. So someone else to try.
I did this so many times with the Moscone Scouts growing up as a kid. No, I got this. This is easy. Just gotta do it a couple times.
I'm just sitting here watching Donatello eating popcorn and being immensely entertained.
And by popcorn, you mean apples. Oh, yes, popcorn. Okay. All right, what's happening?
All right, I'm climbing back up the rope. And I'm going to do it again.
Okay, go again.
No, John. I got a fucking 8.
Yeah.
All right, I got an 8 total.
All right, so I need you, John, to actually roll a intelligence check. And are you skilled in sleight of hand?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Sleight of hand, I am not.
All right, so it's just going to be a straight intelligence check because you don't get to apply your sleight of hand bonus for this. This is your rope tying skill.
Oh, no.
Okay.
When you tied yourself off, you are now, like, yanking on it pretty hard twice.
Right. Yep.
So let's see how well you tied that rope.
Intelligence check is 9.
That's with your bonus of 0.
It's with my bonus of 0. That is correct.
Yeah, you're feeling it start to slip. You might want to think about investing in something.
Yeah. Well, I've got a quick win.
You have a quick win.
Yes, I do have a quick win. So let's use this quick win in this case if we can.
Okay. All right. So
Shnikes.
if you would like, we can retroactively apply that quick win towards you getting across.
Let's do that.
I will be generous.
Yes.
Since you spent
probably so many times. I probably should have used that the first time. Apparently, these logs aren't working out for me. But okay. Yes, I quick win myself across, and before you know it, it looks like I just popped over onto the other side.
All right. So the rope is still there?
Yes.
All the way across?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Who's going next?
All right, lassies, you're up next.
I'm gonna brace myself on whatever I can over there on rocks, and I'm gonna hold the rope. So there is a hold going across, a handhold.
Okay. I'll go next unless one of you ladies want to go.
Well, someone has to hold on and stabilize, right?
Yeah, we got Aram on one side, Donatello on the other.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
Ryan.
It's you three.
Yeah.
So okay.
Epic, we need you on the other side. You're one of the stronger members of the team, so we need to get you on Donatello's side first.
Yeah, you want to go next?
Sure. So I start walking over.
How many ropes do we have? Are we tying folks off on the way over as well?
I assumed it was one rope that you guys had basically daisy chained and have each other tied to each other.
The rope is 50 feet.
I have one 50-foot rope.
I also have a 50-foot rope.
Right.
Anybody with an engineer's kit has one, I think.
Exactly, and that's my point. You're all tied in one long daisy chain via a bunch of 50-feet rope.
I don't think we could be.
How would that work? You have one rope going across?
I thought it was 80 feet.
No.
It's 40,
40
but even that, 10 feet doesn't seem like enough to tie all of us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it was
That
just
would
going to
be
be using
pretty
it as something to
close.
help yourself balance as you tiptoed across the logs. Wasn't that the
Right.
plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
If
there's
you
nothing
slip,
on the
that's
other
up.
side.
Yes,
What's that?
there is Donatello.
Well, yeah, now there is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm holding on to that with all of my might on that.
I tell you what, why don't make like a belt loop out of some of the rope and then run it along. So you have to use your strength to hold on if you slip, but you can
That's
also
a good idea.
slide along.
Yep.
So
Alright.
loop it around the rope and then tie it
Tie an
around.
anchor.
Yeah.
And then pull
Like
over.
Yep.
All right.
I'm good with
Is
my
it
hands.
valid?
I'll do the knot tie.
All right, so
Yeah.
Rebi, I would like you to roll an acrobatics with advantage. So it means you can roll twice.
And what's that roll?
It's a D20 plus whatever your acrobatics. If you look down the list of
Your acrobatics is +4.
+4.
It's kind of funny because you can roll on Roll20 or on D&D Beyond or with your hard copies.
20.
Hey, natural 19.
Nice. Okay. All right.
You might as well roll twice just in case you get the critical.
Oh, okay. Let's see. And then.
No, wow.
No, but
Nice.
wow. Okay, so yeah,
Big rolls now.
she basically like runs across.
Yeah. And gives Donatello a stink eye the whole way across.
She just hand over hand.
Like doing that kind of like, look what I can do.
So do you do anything to like gloat or anything like that? Put it in his face.
He moonwalks all the way across.
I showed him as I walk over. I just showed it to him as I walked by. Hey, I made it.
first time too.
Yeah, little curtsy at the end. Ta-da!
All right.
I shift my hair over.
All right, who's next?
Francesca can go up. I'll use my wonderful dexterity and check all the knots and tie it. So yeah.
Hey, can one of you guys give Cloudy some good encouragement before he walks across?
She. Cloudy's a she.
Cloudy just trot,
Yeah.
trot. All the
Like
way
a mountain
across.
goat, right?
There she's a
problem.
goat.
Yeah, go. Yeah, no issues whatsoever.
Oh!
Francesca with a natural 20.
Wow.
All right.
All right. Why don't I just grab Art? Like, just go ahead and bring everyone.
Right, yeah. I'll hop on your back, yeah.
Oh, but you have to sing a song about it.
Oh, I can do that. Wait, or I can say I can recite a poem. Roads go ever on and on over rock and under tree, or over rock and over tree, more accurately here.
I will let you.
Where never sun has shone, by streams that never find the sea. Not so thinly veiled copyright infringement.
All right, I will let you choose. That'll be a bardic inspiration, a free bardic inspiration, since you got a nat 20 for one of these guys for getting across.
Give it to a rum.
Yeah, we're giving it to our super happy dwarf friend.
Yeah.
All right, so Voltron, I assume you're next.
Yep, I'm next. Untie myself off.
Playing the ukulele.
I do some stretches, some squats, make sure I'm all limbered up and ready to go, and I make my way across the street. Carefully, because I want to be. I'm watching to make sure I put my foot down and not in a spot that looks like might be a little too rotted or loose or anything like that. What are you gonna do to me now, Mark?
I don't know. It depends on what the dice say.
Well, you haven't told me what to roll.
Oh, acrobatics with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Acrobats is 4. Ah!
Natural 1 on the first roll. You have advantage, which is good.
You just stepped right off the edge. The tree just
like wandered 5 feet away. And
yeah.
I'm also over limbered.
Yeah, while you're stretching, you trip and fall off the edge. Yeah.
All right. Who's holding it on either side?
Orem is holding it on the wagon side.
And it's everybody else is helping me on the other side, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
All right, so Orem, I need you to roll a strength saving throw. And Donatello, you can roll a strength saving throw with advantage. This is because Voltron slips and grabs onto the rope and yanks down with his weight as he falls.
You said strength with an advantage?
Strength saving throw with advantage. Strength saving throw with advantage. What is it? I can't see what. I can't.
That is a 1.
That's a natural 1.
With advantage.
On the other hand, I got
20 advantage.
No.
Yeah, you have advantage, right?
Donatello has advantage because he has other people helping him. Orem is all by himself, so he's just rolling naturally.
No, the wagon is with him.
The wagon is over there.
The rope is tied onto the wagon.
It pulls the wagon in after you.
I was hoping you weren't going to say that, but way to go. Way to give the DM ideas.
All right.
That's too beautiful. No, I absolutely love that. So Orem's like, oh god, and he starts getting pulled, and it's that whole thing where you see like the heels dug in as his feet are bracing, and he gets pulled and pulled towards the edge, and it stops right there at the edge. He's like, oh, but the wagon bumps him from behind, and so Orem is now flying across.
Great.
Voltron, I would like you to roll a strength saving throw, please.
This is not
If anybody has any cards to play.
I keep trying to play the one I've got, and you keep telling me no.
Yeah, I don't have any cards that help me. Just help hurt other people.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No.
I yell at both of them to you slow fall. You slow fall.
All right.
Wrong.
Let's do this. I'm going to play a card because I want to see this happen. I have something in my mind. I'm playing this down right now.
Uh-oh.
Do I like some way to just simply use my dexterity to stab a dagger into the tree to give me some?
No, get off my Wi-Fi. We are like having the same thought right now. So I'm playing a card called "Did I Build That?" You realize that this dangerous situation calls for an unusual application of your skills as part of an attack. In this case, I'll say it doesn't have to be an attack. Pick a skill, then persuade the DM why it's applicable. So I'll let you apply your bonus to attack roll. So I can see you using.
Can I make it a performance?
Absolutely.
I'm a +7. The whole thing was simply me playing a joke at everyone.
You're all, look, ma, no hands.
Look at my crap clawing skills.
Well, so what is the total then?
Well, what am I rolling? What do I need to roll?
Well, it's the roll you just did.
Oh, what roll did I? You mean the one where I fall off the?
No, the last one, the 3.
The 3? Well, if we're talking, if I'm doing performance, it's a 7.
Well, it was a strength saving throw before. Oh, is it a +0? Yeah,
The best thing I can do is add investigation or deception, which would be a +10. So at the most I can get is the 13.
So you deceive
But-
gravity.
But I deceived gravity.
You're like,
I'm gonna let it happen with the 10, just because I have a good vision here for what I think happens. So this goes back to maybe some of Volterin's older days as a performer, perhaps with some sort of traveling circus or something. Because you do street magic
Carney.
things, so
I'm a former carny.
exactly. So, what I'm envisioning happening is that you see this fall from RM go, and you're like, oh crap! And so you hold onto the rope, but you like drop to the log and just kind of wrap your legs around the log. And it's like an acrobatics performance basically. But you have the rope and you keep going, and RM just swings, and he keeps going past you. And on the rebound, he's coming up. So, RM, I would like you to roll a dexterity, an acrobatics check. You think you might be able to like let go and stick the landing on the other side?
I do not think that.
You think that might be the only chance you have?
Yeah, but, I mean, if this happens, it's going to be one of those ones where it's like, like you know when you slip on ice and you're like, and then it's like, what?
nobody saw it.
Nobody saw it.
Can we do like
How did I not just die? Because I have a -1 dexterity saving throw.
Can I help him? Because do kind of like a trapeze.
Not with that roll. Not with that roll.
All right, here we go. That's a 4.
Oh, no.
So it's actually a 3.
Do you have a reroll? You might.
Oh no.
No.
Do I have a reroll from any? I don't know if I've gotten a reroll.
You have a
on all
quick
the
win.
so.
You have a quick win.
I think
the
this,
quick one.
yeah, I'll have to. Otherwise, I'm going for a ride. So yeah, I'll do the quick win. And I end up in a like, yeah. Just all of a sudden, I'm just standing on the edge, wondering what the heck just happened. All right, there we go. The dexterity was not my friend.
So you actually,
Okay.
yep, you let go just out of panic, and yeah, managed to roll just on the edge, and you like tumble in a heap, rolling into a ball at everybody's feet. But you're on the other side. Voltern, on the other hand, is starting to slip with his grip on the log.
Somehow it's mossy in the desert.
Yeah. Am I able to recover and help grab rope and help everybody grab him when he releases? Or am I out of this round? Actually?
Voltern, why don't you give me a roll to get up?
Acrobatic roll or
Acrobatics, athletics.
we'll go with acrobatics. I got a +4 with acrobatics.
Hey, eat a turnip. It's good for your dexterity.
He throws a
Wait,
turnip at
wait.
you, and it hits you in the head. No.
12.
12. Oh, do I? Okay, let's do this. I
like
am
I'm gonna
going
have to
to
start
let that
rolling.
be a success. However, you're gonna take some damage. Oh, I don't have my dice down here tonight. Failure on my part. All right. All right. So, just frantically like scraping, digging with your fingernails, and pulling your muscles, getting strained, like almost like arms pulled out of their sockets. You finally manage to get yourself rested up, but you're gonna take 9 damage just in the effort to get yourself back up into safety.
All right, everybody did such a great job here.
Oh, he's still on the log.
I would.
I'm still in the log. I have to get
Yeah,
off it.
I'm still giving a success speech for everybody right now. We all did really, really well. We came in on time with our delivery, and the problems they're having right now are training issues, so that's all on them.
I take one of my magic coins and I just throw it as hard as I can and as accurately right towards Donatello.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to say it smacks him because I don't want to slow down the game and do another attack roll just for that. Can you get across the log, please?
Yes. Yeah. Do another acrobatic roll then, or
Yes.
Still have the rope because I'm still trying to offer
22.
across the way.
Oh.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, effectively, we got 2 lengths of rope pulling you across now.
That would not give him advantage though, because it's not the same.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So everybody makes it across safely. The wagon, however, is left behind.
Bye, wagon.
And all of our stuff.
What, you didn't take it with you, Squire? It's in my. I took my stuff in my backpack.
I guess I missed that part of the dialogue where you said I took all my stuff out of the wagon before I went across the bridge.
I'll let you retcon. This is one of those things where you're a person in a real world, not a person sitting at a desk. You would notice that kind of thing.
I would I'd tie off the rope that's there to the wagon on the other side, somewhere over there, just so we can find it when we get back.
Okay.
Well, like, put it underneath a heavy rock.
That wouldn't make any sense because I went swinging like a pendulum on one end of the rope, so both ends on our side.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. That's true.
Right, I was on the far side. I fell, swung all the way around because both ends held on.
Yep,
you're right.
Yep.
So we can just take it back with us.
Yeah, take it with you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we got excellent.
That could have gone a lot worse.
Coulda.
All right, so journeying on, let's go ahead and make camp for the night. So can I get, who's going to set up camp tonight?
I'll set up camp.
I'll help him.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'll heal Voltaren.
I need you, Dedato, are you proficient in either sleight of hand or survival?
Survival.
All right, so roll an intelligence check and add a +3 for your survival bonus.
Intelligence check +3, you say?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Whoa! Womp, 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 womp. All right.
There we go. Just got to get the blood pumping, get a little Pharaoh going on, and then you can start really hitting those nat 20s.
All right, so why is this camp so great that everybody sleeps so well?
It's very similar to the scene in Three Amigos when they have a campfire and they just start playing a little tune and all the animals come in and start singing along with us. It's so peace and harmonious that we just relish in great comedy of the early 90s.
Speak for yourself. When I crawl into my tent, the inside is actually decorated like the city. So it reminds me. So I feel like I'm instantly at home.
Oh.
All right. Night passes uneventfully. And in the morning, everybody wakes up, and we'll go ahead and start with another Constitution saving throw. However, everybody can roll it with advantage because of that natural 20.
Constitution
so this is how well you slept. This is your condition starting out to journey for the day.
You say con save?
Con save.
14.
Wow, these are some good rolls.
Yeah, we said with advantage, so we roll twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You roll twice.
I'll take a 20.
I think I'll take the 18.
Yep.
23.
All right. How about you, Rebe?
The Constitution is the one at the top, or is that the one in the left? The saving throws.
It's the one on the left.
Okay. In the box.
Yeah, one that says con. So that's a +5 for you.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Way to go, Epic.
Natural 20.
Woo! Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I woke up really happy.
All right. So everybody can recover
free.
all of their
Roll
hit
again.
dice.
Yay!
All right.
And everybody can pick one stat that they want to have advantage on skill checks and saving throws for the days.
Okay.
I'm going to pick dexterity considering what just happened.
So you're feeling pretty limber, like you slept well, and it's like, oh, that arm's not bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was going to be...
The sand acted as a natural heating pack and really restored my achy muscles.
There you go.
All right. You say what are we adding to that?
So you can pick one of your stats, and for the day, you have advantage on all
Okay,
rolls.
advantage. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Excellent.
So what stat are you guys doing?
I will do strength.
Okay.
Strength. Yep.
You're feeling pumped from holding that rope yesterday.
Yeah, muscles got a good workout, guys. We should really try this more often.
I'm going wisdom.
Okay. Why? What? How? Why wisdom?
My song was so great that it helped everyone get across the canyon, and I feel like I can learn a lot from this.
Yay!
Helped everyone get across the canyon, huh? I see how it is, Francesca.
What about you?
Everyone was inspired in that moment, and it helped you, cling
Grab a log.
desperately to that log.
Yeah, you wouldn't have held on for dear life if you hadn't been inspired.
True. It's just true. It's just how that
It
is.
causes you to look in upon yourself and find out why you're so awesome.
I already know why I'm so awesome.
What about you, Epic?
I'm gonna go with wisdom because it's really low for me, and
That's not bad.
and I felt like the medicine one would be good because I don't know who's gonna be diagnosed.
Well, no.
with an
No, it's
illness or
everything.
anything.
It's everything that uses wisdom
Everything. Okay, so yeah,
for the day.
I feel like medicine and like animal handling because I don't know about Goaty, but things have been kind of precarious.
So why in character? Why does Epic feel particularly wise today?
Epic woke up feeling pretty good. They're 25, so I don't know. It just felt that need. There was something that happened in the night, and we were like, "You might want to get a wisdom boost."
Hey, get out of here.
because Francesca's cats keep coming in the room.
And she has wisely decided not to get a cat.
I know.
Yeah, there you go. There's the
No, I
wisdom.
have a cat. My cat is just lazy.
Your cat's a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, my cat is a cat.
What about you, Arm?
After we set up camp and I heal Voltaren, I make sure he knows that I owe you one for saving my skin at the abyss there. And then in the night when I pray, I really like kind of soul search and then decide like we're never gonna get through this quest. These guys are really like feeling a little bit disappointed. So I'm gonna go with wisdom. I'm hoping that the Firebird is gonna like help me suffer the foolishness of these 4 youthful heroes. So
You're not going with the wisdom to pick different companions next time.
I'm trying to center myself and know that as a coach and a mentor that you know what they're not good at this, but maybe with my help we can get a lot better at this. Because it clearly wasn't my fault. So
All right. So as everybody sets out for the day, one last. You guys have been doing so well. We only need one more direction check. So who's gonna roll that survival check to make sure you guys are going in the right direction? And who's gonna help?
Someone else want to do it this time?
I'm good.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
yeah, you've got
All right.
wisdom.
Oh, epic.
Wisdom advantage.
Yeah, I got wisdom
Make
advantage.
An epic
What am I-
roll.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a survival check.
Survival roll check. Is
So
that like?
that is +0.
20.
So roll a d20.
What am I rolling?
Roll it twice.
She already has
Roll it
advantage,
twice?
so it doesn't make sense for us to help her, right?
Okay.
Well, that's true.
All right. 10.
10.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay. And then 6.
All right.
We're not going anywhere good. We're not going anywhere special.
All right. Well, the good news is 10 is what you needed.
Oh,
Right.
whew, man.
Because you guys are not traveling in, difficult weather. It's clear skies today.
Oh.
And it's not difficult terrain. It's not like you're traveling through a deep forest or anything. So 10 is the number.
Epic says we should go back across the bridge, and everybody's like, "No!"
All right. So, as you are traveling through this wasteland, it's been a rough trip so far, but as you reach the end of the day, you can see on the horizon what appears to be a series of low buildings, and getting a bit closer, you can see that there is a very simple wooden fence erected around a large perimeter. As you continue to approach, you can see that this is there is a sign, actually. It's coming up from this wooden fence, there's a break in the fence, and there's large wooden poles on either side, large enough for a few people to walk through simultaneously. And there's large wooden poles on either side, and across it, at the top, there's a wooden sign, and it has a M in it with arrows pointing in many different directions coming off from the M. You recognize this as your charge. This is the All Points Ranch. You have arrived at your destination.
Excellent.
Yes.
As we're walking up, maybe 200, 300 yards out, I ask Voltron what time it is.
Yeah.
Voltron, you know what time it is?
Sure.
What time is it?
And I look up in the sky to try to ascertain what time it is. Because I have no clue. Because I don't wear
survival check.
Back then.
That's a survival check.
All right, this should be hilarious. Oh, 22. Nice.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
think
nice.
it's about 7 p.m. ish?
It's about 7 p.m. ish.
Thanks. And then I run up next to Francesca, and I'm like, looks up at the sun. Yeah, it's about 7:03. Yep. And I just keep on walking. I love that you looked at the sun first. Oh, man. The links I go for a dumb reference. Okay.
I have no idea what just happened. I apparently missed the dumb reference.
It was a bad Crocodile Dundee pun. That's okay.
All right. Okay,
Oh, I
so
haven't seen that.
as you are walking up, you can see the animals at the ranch are kind of milling about. They're being brought in to
What kind of animals are there,
what
Mark?
appears to be some sort of a barn or kind of low stable. Every single animal that is here appears to be a mule. They're all mules.
Do they look kind of hard or soft mules? Have they been worked really hard, or they've been living a life of more leisure?
Why don't you give me a perception or investigation check, actually?
I'll take investigation.
Yeah, do an investigation, please.
Because that gives me a +10. 23.
23. Well, jeez. All right. As you kind of look and eyeball these creatures as they're walking around, you can see they look like walking life-size stuffed animals.
What did they sound like, Mark?
They sound like mules.
I've never heard of a mule. What does a mule sound like?
Now you're just messing with me.
Yes, I am.
I don't know. I'm making it up. But yes, this is a very strange thing. There appear to be entirely comprised of soft mules.
Recently purchased would be my guess.
Well, at this point, walking out to greet you is a tall, gangly human with a very wide-brimmed hat. He's got, a short beard that comes down, and a mustache. A little bit patchy in the mustache. But he comes up and says, "Hey, you all the ones who are supposed to be here to see our mules back to the city?"
Were we welcomed by the muse? Because I believe that was what we saw first.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, that's what I get for asking a stupid question to the dragon.
What can I do? What can I do y'all for?
We were told to come here. We got a missive from Master Coffee who said to come here, and we're here. We don't know why.
I think I know
what we're supposed to be doing.
I think I heard of him. You all
Oh,
are
really?
a bunch.
What god was the hymn for?
He thrusts his hand out at you violently, and says, "What? What?"
Well, what was his hand look like? Is it like gloved? Is it calloused? Is it a working man's hand?
It's definitely a working man's hand. Yeah, definitely. It's not gloved, but yeah, he's there's definitely, so he's got the wide brim hat. He's got, kind of coveralls, thick boots. He's got dirt, and he's seen a lot of work. But yeah, he sticks his hand out and says, "Name's Heda Headley, and you are."
I doffed my hat off to him and I said, "Oh, pleasure, Mr. Headley." And I shake his hand. My name's Voltaren, and these are my companions, Francisca, Epic, Donatello, and Arum. And we're here from the city upon request.
Well, that's great. That's great. Why don't y'all come on in? We got some grub I can rustle up for you.
I'm consoling Cloudy.
You mean grubs or food?
This is the first time you've seen Orem hustle ever, by the way, is when he hears food.
I'm checking on Cloudy to make sure. Don't worry about these half equines have nothing on you, buddy. They're you're more goat than they will ever be mule. That's 100%.
Meh.
That's right, buddy. That's right.
All right, as you all are walking over to the small house that is, about 100 feet away or so, you can see that over by the mules, helping to herd them into the stable, appears to be a strange creature. At first, you would think that he might be one to do harm, but he seems to be gently guiding all the mules. He looks over his shoulder to watch you all suspiciously as you go by.
What was the guy's name again?
The guy you talked to?
Yeah.
Headley. Heda Headley.
Heda Headley. Is it Headley? Is it Headley, or is it like Heady, like Hedy Lamar?
It's Headley.
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 And the thing that's leading the mules, is it a humanoid or a creature?
It is, well, hard to say. It's only about 2 feet tall. It is blue. It almost looks like a walking, probably talking frog.
So the mules are following it around?
From the WB?
It's but it's blue.
Blue frog.
Blue with
spots.
spots. Blue with spots black spots all over.
Has Donatello ever seen anything like this before?
Roll a history check.
+12 things.
Plus what things?
Here, I'm looking. History is +0. It is still a plus things.
You have no idea.
Okay.
I would like to make the same check, please.
Okay.
History check?
Yeah.
Got an 8.
Nope.
Orem just goes, "What the hell is that thing?"
Headley looks back over his shoulder. Oh. What? Him? Eric?
Eric the Blue Frog?
Don't mind him. He's our head herdsman. He helps take care of the animals. Might not look it, but he's deft hand.
All right.
He'd have to be.
Eric's frog. Now you said something about food. Let's go.
He also looks like he's staring daggers at all of you as you're walking by, but
Did you say left or deft?
Deft.
Okay.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
He could be a left deft-handed man.
Dadatello, as we're walking away towards the building, I want to wave at him and from the distance, not closing the distance at all. Hi, I'm Dadatello. Pleased to meet you.
Like just like yelling across the courtyard.
You're like separated by 10 feet while you're yelling.
Yeah, right.
I say it very loud and slowly as if we don't understand the same language. I am.
He makes an
Dadatello.
obscene gesture at you.
The frog makes an obscene gesture. What's a frog's obscene gesture look like?
Well, I do not want to repeat it on this live.
I when I'm running to catch up with everybody.
Wait. Aram, he flipped Dadatello off.
Dadatello off? Is that what you said?
He flipped. Because he's got flippers. He flipped Dadatello off.
That was really bad.
As I'm catching up with everybody else, I'm like, somebody's got to talk to him. His culture's got hand sign language. It's just not appropriate in other places.
Yes, we are number one. All right, let's go get started.
Oh. Okay, there is apparently such a thing as half-orc privilege. All right. So, yeah, you'll head on in to, you can smell now, although you've been dealing with, the smells of nothing but, rocks and wind for the past few days. You now are greeted by the smell of home-cooked food.
I
And
smell bacon?
it is not healthy home-cooked food either. It's the best kind. Comfort food, really.
Butter cinnamon rolls.
Exactly. You can see it's actually Headley himself who's been, hard at work here in the kitchen. He puts on an apron with the kind of familiarity which leads you to believe that he probably had it on before and took it off to come see what was going on. And he continues to finish his preparations as you all are finding a seat. Coming out of the back room all of a sudden, or one of the back rooms all of a sudden, will be a woman now who's got kind of a large book. Looks like almost too big. An oversized book with lots of loose leaf papers in it. She's got some kind of like writing utensil. We'll say it's a very, very simple pencil that she's writing in. And she's looking up at Headley saying, I don't know if this is lining up. We're expecting. We were expecting people. You are people. You are here. Okay. You guys are here early. That's a good thing, though.
Can I make an inside check to figure out what's going
on? Sorry, what's going on?
I was just wondering, can I make an insight check to try to read the room?
Go ahead.
Uh, 25.
25. Okay, well, I can tell you
Very
a lot.
agile, but I'm super insightful.
So this woman, long platinum blonde hair, looks like she should be, like her hair almost looks like she should be old, but she's not. She looks quite young. It's definitely you can read between the lines, it's definitely a working relationship between these two. They're not, married or anything like that. So judging by what she's talking about, looking at the books, she appears to be the one who's in charge of kind of handling the finances, of handling the more kind of the less hands-on aspects of maintaining this ranch. And she seems to be mostly surprised that you're here early.
All right.
She was expecting you guys with everybody else to arrive a couple days later. You guys made really good time.
right, so I based on that, then I don't even let Headley finish his Hedda.
It's
Finish,
Headley.
Hida Headley.
Hida.
finishes
Hida.
I just turn away from him and walk right up to this woman, and I be Orem Orbiter of the clan Orbiter, and you might be. I mean, again, not very subtle.
Oh, everybody just refers to me as Nana. That made John pause. Who did you think? What community members did you think I was going to have on our ranch?
I was expecting Rachel from Texas.
Nana's from Texas.
Got a lot of Texans out there. That's fantastic.
No, that's
Mystical land.
She awkwardly like balances her large ledger she has open and like tries to get a hand out to you to shake it.
All right. So Nana, the missive that we were sent on suggested we are here to. Sorry, I have to go back to my notes. Collect items for Lord Benioff's undertaking. All I'm seeing here are mules. Why are we here?
Yeah, no, that's it. You're here for the mules.
I'm of course not wearing my hat because wearing my hat indoors would be greatly rude. And I say, well, pardon me, ma'am, Nana. We had to cross a pretty deep canyon to get here, and there was no real way to easily cross it. I mean, some of us nearly fell to our death once or twice.
Nah, I remember that.
Yes,
It's a harrowing tale.
I'm not
Good one
quite
for
sure.
over a fire.
How would you suggest we get these mules back to the city across this canyon?
She and Hida kind of look at each other, and Hida says, well, that's why they hired you, right? Because you're the ones who should be able to figure that out.
And how many mules are we talking about here?
Oh, they again look at each other, and she looks back in her books. A couple hundred.
I look at my hat, wondering if I could potentially pull off enough flying potions for a couple hundred.
Cowboys.
Like, I wonder if potions come in gallon forms, and can I fit that through the hat? I kind of measure it out with my hand, and I just kind of sadly shake my head, saying I'm pretty sure the dungeon manager wouldn't want me to do that anyways. Okay, fair enough. Is there anything special about these mules? Say if they do fall off in a deep canyon and land, they look pretty soft. Would they kind of flush themselves out to safety?
Hida says, "Oh no, they're the softest. They are softer than a lamb, and they will fall upon those rocks and bust open with a large explosion of cotton. It's not pretty.
And there's probably not candy inside.
No, there is not. At least it is not blood and guts, but it's still a loss. You know what I mean?
Can we stuff them back together afterwards?
We've tried that.
Pretty special mules.
I reckon that's not going to work. It didn't work the first time. But I appreciate your thinking outside the box there.
I kind of feel like I need a light.
He says as he's like setting the food now, like laying it out. Some basically a large bowl of mashed potatoes just got set right in front of you, Voltrin.
Well, I feel like getting a good dinner and a good night's sleep will get us to think a good idea. I think tomorrow I'm going to get up early, try to wrestle one of them, see what it's like.
We're real cowpoke now.
You'll win. It's a big stuffed animal. It's not gonna.
Well, thanks. I work out pretty well. I know I'm pretty strong.
I put money on the mule.
Okay.
What do they do?
Well, they're frankly they're the best for hauling. They don't have their own weight to manage, so they are surprisingly strong for the mass that they have, but yeah, they can actually pull a pretty large size wagon load all by themselves.
Why do you raise them all the way out here?
This is where we've always been set up.
Were you born here? I bet you have some fascinating stories.
I was born pretty near, I don't know, 20 mile northeast, give or take.
You'll have to
Tell me all
tell me
about
how
yourself.
you got into this business.
Say what now?
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk.
We got plenty of time for this evening anyway.
The muse of our stampede.
Soft peed, maybe.
They have been known to spook sometimes, although it is not typically deadly for any of the handlers, I'll say that.
Ooh, we can use Cloudy like a herding dog to keep him in place. This is gonna be so much fun, guys.
And at that point, the door slams open, and in waddles this gangly blue frog man creature thing.
Named Eric.
There's dinner on the table.
I mean, it was looking pretty angry at the lot of you before, but now seeing Donatello...
This guy, I'll tell you what.
Okay, so what he does at this point, you're sitting down at the table, he actually will hop up on the table so he can be like at face level with you. And just, he's about this far away now, just nose to nose, and says, "I don't think I appreciate your tone."
Oh, well, I feel bad now. Seems like my tone isn't my best singing voice. Oh, gosh. I just want to make good friends. Let me buy you a beer. Hey, Hetty, is there a place I can get a beer around here?
You just say Hetty.
You did say Hetty.
Headley.
It's a Headley. Headley.
At this point,
I think about every time.
the frog creature will reach out. He'll sigh. Say,
Just gives up.
"Name's Eric," and he'll extend a hand out.
Pleased to meet you, Eric.
All right, so you take his hand
I do.
and
I do.
shake it.
Yes.
All right. For the next minute, you have Tourette's. What do you shout out immediately?
Holy shnikes!
Except it's not Schneikes.
Hey, Bobber.
So you're like reaching out, and Heatley's like, no, but he doesn't get there in time. And you see the shit-eating grin like cross Eric's face.
It's like a poison arrow frog, but he gives you Tourette's.
Oh boy.
This is a flippin' fantastic dinner. Makes me feel like I had a home away from home.
Boogers.
Yeah,
Boogers.
it's
You gotta
basically
keep adding stuff to the end of your conversation.
exactly. It's random like that. The frog, he'll just spit on the ground at your feet and then hop back down. He'll grab the whole bowl of mashed potatoes all by himself and just stick a giant wooden spoon in it and start like shoveling into his mouth as he walks back into one of the other rooms.
No, as Eric is about to hop down, I'm sitting on the other side of the table, and I just casually bump the table up so Eric falls and lands completely on top of Donatello.
Why don't you roll an attack roll?
What should I be rolling?
That's gonna be
It's like a 1d6, or you want me to?
No, it's a d20. It's a d20.
D20. 16.
And go ahead and add your strength bonus.
Well, that's 0, so that doesn't take much.
Okay, 16. All right, so I'm going to say that's enough to throw him off, and with a acrobatics check for himself. Oh, no. Yeah, so he'll actually...
I'm sorry, the idea that Donatello has Tourette's for longer than a minute just amuses me greatly.
He has
Cat
the bowl of
fart
mashed
and hipple
potatoes.
hops.
You kick the table as he's about to hop off, and he goes, "Ugh," and goes flying forward. The bowl of potatoes lands on the ground first, and his face goes flat into it.
Oh, poor guy. Here,
I was aiming for him to land on Donatello.
I offer a hand to let him stand up.
Sorry,
You
I'm
do.
a bit clumsy today.
Resets another minute.
Cat farp and hipple hops. Guys, I think we need to be a little bit more aware. I feel like his cultural background is way different than ours. He keeps slipping and flipping, flying, falling. And look, guys, we want to be more welcoming. All right, you're in their home.
Picks up himself. Picks up the bowl. Walks on, not looking back at anybody, his pride bruised and not wanting to show it.
All right, I'll catch you for dessert.
There's that obscene gesture again. And you make it back at him because of the Tourette's.
Woo!
All right, I think at that point we're going to go ahead and call it a night.
Oh, we're just starting to get the gears turning.
So when
Getting all the stuff put back in.
we reconvene in a week next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, same place, the party will begin their journey back to drive this herd back to Moscone. We're going full on City Slickers here. That's what's happening.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep
This is great because next week will be a perfect time to pack for Dreamforce while you watch D&DF.
There you go.
So
I will already be there.
yeah. Oh my.
It'll be a good time to unpack and put things in like drawers and stuff in your hotel room.
There you go.
Exactly.
All right, so thank you, everybody. Don't forget to donate right there, that linky that I'm pointing at. Don't forget to donate to give things to the party. Don't forget to use your things that are donated, because if you don't, it could kill your character at the end of the game.
Oh no.
And we'll be
Check
back.
out the dungeonsanddreamforce.com.
DungeonsandDF. DungeonsandDF, all spelled out.com. And there you can find information about our cause. You can find information about the various things you can donate and the characters as well.
And feel free to tweet at us and let us know if you have any Salesforce-related puns that you think would be hilarious to exist in the land of Forcelandia. It won't be canon unless it's really awesome. But I want to hear more Salesforce puns because I'm just that type of guy.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next week, 8:30 p.m. Central Time here.
Bye.
Take care.